Well, hello there. Today I'm going to share with you guys how we could use these simple stickies to help improve our self-confidence. I know you guys must be thinking, what do stickies have to do with self-confidence? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you today. My name is Dr. Najman Riaz. I'm a practicing psychiatrist in the state of New Jersey. I'm also a certified empowerment coach, and I empower people in workforce, especially women in healthcare and tech fields. So self-confidence, this is something that none of us is born with. It's something that we have to gain, achieve over a period of time, in fact, our entire lives. We become self-confident as we gain more experiences. Our cultures, our upbringings, our environments, all of this affects our self-confidence in some or the other way. You know how our parents, our teachers, sometimes can force us or shape us to become a certain way, to act in a certain way, to learn in a certain way, to behave in a certain way, and even think in a certain way. So when we don't fit this norm that the society has created for ourselves, we start second-guessing ourselves. Now, to add to this is the pressures of the social media. So if you've noticed that all of this creates this negative voice inside our brains, inside our mind, that constantly plays and tells us that we are not good enough, that we are less than. So we start comparing ourselves with our friends or co-workers and other people. This constant voice that plays in our head tells us that, did I do this right? Did I mess up? Am I not worthy of all of this? How come she has it better than mine? And all of that can affect our self-esteem and eventually lead to a low self-confidence. So how do we handle this constant negative voice in our head? Well, some of us resort to various techniques. A lot of them could be just superficial ways of helping us come across as self-confident. A lot of us can spend fortune in buying those designer clothing, branded shoes, bags, stuff, big cars, big homes. Some of us take up very high achieving jobs, high pressure jobs, so that we can feel good about ourselves. Some of us become workaholics, and unfortunately a lot of us may resort to some unhealthy ways of filling these gaps in our self-esteem. We could resort to illicit drugs or even unhealthy relationships just to give ourselves this short boost of self-esteem, of self-confidence. So you must be wondering, how can a sticky help us with our self-esteem, with this negative voice, with this self-confidence? But you know how we use these stickies to remind our brain of something important, some important information? For example, you know, if you have an important meeting, so you will write it down on this sticky, an important phone number, a lunch date, and because many of us are visual beings, so when our brain sees this sticky, it somehow registers it, and this becomes a memory. So we can use the same formula in helping convert this negative voice into a more positive voice. So what you guys can do is take few minutes of your day, like maybe at the end of your workday when you come home, and write down on this sticky some of the things that you accomplish during that day. And I know we all accomplish things in our day-to-day lives. It could be something very simple as preparing breakfast for your child, taking your child to school, taking him or her to a bike ride, to the park, being nice to a coworker, sharing a smile with your coworker, getting your job done at work, completing an assignment, or just studying for a test if you're a student. Now pick one corner of your bedroom or your bathroom and stick these stickies on the wall. Or you can even get one of those cheaper fabric boards from a craft store, or a foam board, or just pick up like a cardboard, and you can stick those stickies on that board. Now, as soon as you wake up in the morning, while you're brushing your teeth, take a look at those stickies, or make it as a routine. Just before you go to bed, take a look at those stickies and help your brain to register all these little things that you got accomplished. Because believe it or not, sometimes we pay more attention to the things that we did not get accomplished, the things that we don't achieve, the things we don't possess, and we forget about all those little things that we already have, those accomplishments that we do every single day, our obligations we fulfill towards our families, through our jobs, through our work, through our studies. But if through this method we can help our brain to remember that, to register it. So if you do this exercise daily, you will notice that this negative voice inside your head, which tells you that you're not good enough, you didn't do a good job, you can't do a thing correct, will be replaced by a positive voice wherein you will start telling yourself that, hey, I'm okay, I am trying, I am doing my best, I am getting things done, I'm hardworking, I'm responsible, I'm caring, I'm kind. And slowly you will notice that this will become a habit. Your brain will automatically give you these positive messages, these positive vibes, and over a period of time, your self-esteem will improve, and which will then come across as you being more self-confident. You will notice that your friends, your relatives, your co-workers, your colleagues will notice this difference in you, and feel free to ask for a feedback. Just share with them that, I am doing this exercise, I'm trying to build my self-confidence. What do you think? Have you noticed any change with me? And I'm just curious to know if anything changed in you through this exercise. You guys take care.